Oh, yeah, we got life. Okay. OBS crashed. OBS wanted to do anything that it could do to not make this regulars stream happen. Welcome, regulars. Welcome to the regular stream. We got some marbles. We got some questions. We got some Patreon questions first. OBS doesn't approve of the new office. We are in the new office. It's OBS. I saw Dorojan's first comment in the YouTube chat. New viewer here, I have a question. Why did you move office and when will you move back? God damn it. It's going to be fine. All right? It's going to be fine. We've got marbles. So by all means, do !play in the Twitch chat if you want to join. I'll put the chat box on as well, why not? Twitch plebs rule. All right, my questions from Patreon supporters that I always do questions from Patreon supporters first. So if you are a Patreon supporter, get your questions in every month at the start of the month. Looking back at GTA 5 and how it's now slowly but steadily coming to an end, what are some personal highlights that stand out in your memory in terms of content and changes Rockstar made and added to the game? I mean, Cunning Stunts is the one that initially comes to mind. Like, it was really the racing update for us, wasn't it? Like, they actually gave us race cars. And the stunt creator came along with that as well, which, you know, created those incredible races that we've had all these years. So that was a pretty good memory. That was a good time. Tuners was a pretty fun time as well. Heists, the original heists. That sticks out in my mind, I guess. But I mean, at this point, with it being like 11 years down the line, it's just there's so much that just blends into one. The fact that they've kept updating it is the thing that's kept it alive and so popular for so long, I think. But now it's kind of like, okay, there's been so many DLCs, updates, changes. It's hard to pick something that actually sticks out. The one thing I didn't like was the spoiler change when spoilers added traction. And yeah, the we can think of a lot of things that stick out in our minds as bad things, but then I wouldn't call those highlights. Next one was, would you, if you could, ever be a Formula 1 driver? And if so, what team and ideal race partner would you pick out of the current grid? Well, if I had the requisite skill, of course. Would any person who likes racing not want to be a Formula 1 driver? Apart from those who've done it and retired. What team and race partner would I pick, though? Probably McLaren. Who would I want to be my teammate? Maybe Bottas. Seems easy to work with. Doesn't seem like the most fun series to race with if you're not in a top team. That's true. Like, it depends on whether I think I'm good enough to be, like, in this scenario. Am I me? That I've just been given a Formula 1 drive, in which case I'd rather have, like, Alonso or Hamilton or Verstappen as a teammate to teach me something. But Yeah, if I'm actually good in this hypothetical scenario, I would want someone who's easy to work with. When have you ever thought you're good enough? I don't know, it just depends on the question, I suppose. But yeah, I've never thought that I'm good enough for anything ever, I guess. Unfortunately, I don't have a rich daddy to put me into F1, that's true. Andries World took it. TDD got knocked back on this one. The last question from Patreon supporters was, if you could add one gameplay element from Suica to F1 to make sure F1 seasons are more exciting again, what would it be? Yeah, the gameplay element of Suica where if you go too high, the game is over. If you get too many points ahead of second place, you're removed from the championship. That would keep it close. You're only allowed to be a maximum of like 2 wins ahead, so like 50 points or something. If you're more than 50 points away at any point, that's it, you're out. Melons. You guys have got some interesting ones. When wheels touch the double in size. Alright, we'll do a random track. If 2 cars of the same team collide, they merge and become 1 car of a faster team. Alright. Exclamation mark play again. Thank you, Patreon spoilers, for the questions. You guys have got... you guys can ask the questions now. What do you guys want to know? And no, I will not be moving back rooms. You gotta accept it. Just to preempt that question. Oh, I didn't start it. How do you feel about the testing coming closer to the end in this game now? Happy. Very happy. I'm happy that this is the final... Oh, fun fact. The final car I tested in the old room was the Asbo. Which is kind of ironic that that was also in real life my first car. Yeah, I'm happy that I'm not going to have to test these cars again in GTA 5. Like, I've done retesting so much now that I'm just sick of it. Sick of retesting. I still like testing cars new for the first time, but I don't like retesting. When would you test the next room? Although the retesting has been more interesting this time on the new platforms because there's been more changes in lap time and stuff, so it's been more entertaining. When is Xerxes gonna take the old room so we can watch her stream from there? No, she's gonna stay in her. She's got the biggest room, so she's staying where she is. Is her office bigger than our bedroom? Now that I think about it, it might actually be. Like, she may have the biggest bedroom in the house for her office. She definitely doesn't need to change. I'm now in the smallest bedroom in the house. But only by like 10 centimeters of width. You think the Prime subs will be gone by the end of the calendar, or yet financial? Financial. I don't know whether they will be gone by the end of the year. That was just an off-the-cuff statement, but I think their time is numbered. Let's put it that way. I died twice in 2 races. I think Twitch. I mean, it's next month, isn't it? The Prime subscriptions become less for me. And I think they're gonna eventually, like, Prime subs will get ads, and then there'll just be less and less, and then they'll just get rid of it. They'll make Prime subs so much worse than regular subs, to the point where when they remove it completely, no one will care. Have you done a few retests to verify the new room is not affecting your results in the car testing? I haven't. I haven't done any testing since I've been in the new room, but I probably should. Well, not necessarily to verify that, that it's the same, because it will be eventually. It's just more to get used to it. I think this weekend of racing in GTA will be enough to get used to everything, and streaming. Streaming is enough to get used to new rooms. Did you find anything in the old room when you cleared it out, like lost screws or loose change, lost youth? No, the lost youth is back in the old bedroom from the first room. No, I didn't find anything of any note. The only thing that I ever lost and then found many years after is Broughy about to win. No. Solage is on the side as well. And then gone off. Magical Potato. No, Yas99 took the win. Magical Potato second. Solage landed right on the side. But on the wrong side. Here. Rip. Yeah, I think I've talked about this before, but where is it? There it is. This thing. The puzzle globe that I've had for a long time. There was one piece missing for such a long time. I want to say like 3 years or something. And I just had no idea where it was, because this used to be on the windowsill, and then it got knocked off by the wind, I think, on the blind knocked it off, and then that obviously stuff went everywhere. And I guess I kind of assumed that one of the pieces, because I couldn't find it anywhere and I had everything out, I just assumed that one of the pieces had fallen out the window or something. Which wasn't really possible, but I had no other explanation. And then when I set up the rig next to the radiator in the old room, I happened to, at one point, I put my hand on the radiator to like get myself out of the rig, and it moved a little bit and a piece fell out, the last piece that had been lost for years. That's the only thing that I probably wouldn't have ever found that if that hadn't have happened, even when I've moved the rooms. How did the office move go so far? Yeah, it went alright, to be honest. Considering I didn't do anything on one of the days, I don't know, 1.5 days out of the 5, it could have been worse. It was tiring though. It was tiring than I expected it to be. And I think a lot of it was just like mental fatigue in a way, just thinking constantly about how to do the next thing and how to set it all up properly, and with the new desk and everything. I've had to buy new cables and stuff to make sure that everything's long enough so that when the table is at its maximum height, everything works. Better cable management, how to set things up, where to place things. That was more draining than actually moving stuff, I think. If your life was on the line and you had to win, what's the car and track combo you would choose? Are we talking like a real life race or GTA or what? Did you think about not telling anyone about the room change and just letting chat work it out eventually? No. Not really. It would have been obvious. And we got to do the 13-hour, 22-minute stream to say goodbye to the old room, which was nice. 620 Vespucci. Next question. I mean, if it was GTA, that previous question, nice and profitable, it was bloody crazy. That 13-hour, 22-minute stream was crazy. We're not doing a 13-hour, 22-minute stream to say hello to the new room. Although it would get me used to everything. Like, all the little foibles that I need to start getting used to with the new room. I guess doing 13 hours of a constant stream would make me get used to it. If we were talking about GTA for that previous question, I'd go with Ron Raceway in the Gauntlet, the Redwood Gauntlet. If like to give myself the best chance to win a race. Because that's the only MCEC race I think I've ever done where I've had a dominant performance. Just do 24 hours to make sure. Standing versus sitting testing comparison. Same car, but test the same car standing and sitting configuration. The only MCEC race where you didn't feel like shooting yourself afterwards. I've watched every round. Yeah, basically. Even the ones... How have I died again? Even the ones I did well in. Yeah, usually... Enjoy your new couch, Hammer. Have we done... Is this the third marbles race? Because if it is, we'll stop here and do a bit of that time guesser. 3 marble... Yeah, it must be the third one, because I've died in all of them, and I've died 3 times. Oh, now I see Hammer moved into the old streaming room with the couch. Oh, I'm not sure. Is this desk too low? I can't decide. Like it's gonna take me a while to figure out the perfect setup. The old streaming room will be used for the only fan streams, so it makes sense to have the couch there too. To be fair, what be the sofa bed, you know, that we have in that room or will have in that room, because that used to be in this room. I mean, that is a couch. Yes, 99, 2 out of 3. Bloody hell. You can't, to be fair, that... Yeah, okay, that's true. that wasn't a good to be fair, was it? Need to fix that door as well. It's a little loose. You might be hearing it. So like the wind, when the wind blows through, it kind of like opens and closes, even though it's not actually open. Something that you aspire to purchase: new car, PC, house. Possibly a VR headset for the rig, but I'm not sold on that yet. beyond that, not really. I'd like a new graphics card when they release the new ones, probably, so I can stream to YouTube at higher bit rates without needing to worry about, you know, running. I want to be able to run multiple streams all at once. A third room to move in. All right, we'll finish off with a little bit of the time guesser game. So we must be like, I mean, I don't really know much about the Beatles, but they were early 60s, right? Well, middle 60s, late 60s, middle, like 60s. I'll go middle 60s. And then somewhere in London. I don't know exactly where. I'm not going to bother to find it too much. Let's just guess somewhere in London. Abbey Road, right? I don't know where that is, though. '77. Okay, I was quite far off in the year. I guess this was later on. The horses were smaller back then. I tell you what, I'll just open the door. So you don't need to hear that noise. Ah. Crash. This looks... What year would this be? Maybe like 40s? Episode 42. I'm going for 1942. Burton Mildales. I don't know where. I mean, it's obviously the UK. But I don't know where. Probably London again. Well, we'll go there. We might get lucky. Oldham. Okay, I was quite far off. 10 years off. It was 52. Huh. So we're obviously somewhere in this area. The year must be like, I don't know, it feels like it's 2010 onwards. Doing some construction of something. Or ripping something apart. Conveniently, China is a very small country. Is it China though? Is it not Japan? How do you know? I don't know the difference between Chinese characters, Korean characters, Japanese characters. They've all got gas masks and everything. When was the power plant thing? Where was that again? Fukushima, was it? Like, this isn't anything related to that, is it, do you think? Like, they're there. That's why they got all the protective stuff on. I would imagine radiation suits would maybe be more than that, but maybe not. Was that 2011? I knew it was... I know it's like around here somewhere, because I remember at the time, you know, seeing all the maps and stuff. I mean, it's a good a guess as any. There it is. Wasn't the actual power plant on the coast, though? Like, wasn't the power plant here? And this was just because it was what was it again? Typhoon or something? Earthquake that caused waves and whatnot. Yeah, it was on the coast. Tsunami, yeah. I don't know exactly where. I'm not going to bother trying to find it too hard. Let's just go there, see what it was. Oh my god, it was. Members of the International Atomic Energy Agency committee working to safely decommission Fukushima nuclear power station after the 2011 disaster. So it was, the photo was actually in 2013. I was only 40 kilometers away. That's not bad. That was a good shout. That's been my best guess that we've had on this so far since all the times we've played this, I think. I guess I should be on this side, or maybe top right. Then you can actually see the map in the bottom left. Pope. It's the Pope. I don't know much about popes. This looks like a stadium I recognize, but maybe not. French flag over there. Finnish flag on the right. Where is this? I thought this looked like the is it the Bird's Nest Stadium in Beijing? Maybe it doesn't look like that actually. No, it's not that. That's what I initially thought. I mean, I'm assuming it's something around, like, I've got no idea. Everyone with their phones out. It's got to be like at least. I don't know which pope this is, and I don't know when popes became popes, so I don't have an idea on who it on when it is based on who it is. I can't read what that says. Oh, this is the current pope. Okay. When was the current pope made the current pope? There's definitely words there, but I can't see what it says. France is probably a good shout with the French flag over there, but I mean, yeah, you got the Finnish flag up there. But then, did people come from all areas of, like, these are Swedish colours? Like, what is this event? I'm just gonna put it somewhere in Paris. Let's just. Pope Francis greeting crowds at the Velodrome Stadium in Marseille. 5 years. Oh, it was 2023. All right, last year. Probably after he's not president anymore, right? Oh, it says the date there. It's definitely a 1. 2001. Maybe it was when he was president. Does that say 2014? I'm trying to get further away, hoping that it'll, like... He's obviously telling a story to kids. What does it say? White House Easter egg roll. All right, see if we can get max points on this. Where's okay. Where's the White House at? Monument, White House. Let's go President's Park. That seems reasonable. Wait, it's gone to 2015. 2014. Spot on! Oh, we didn't get... Oh, we were 81 meters away, so it didn't give us full points. Reading Where the Wild Things Are at the Easter egg roll on the south lawn of the White House. Close enough. Can't believe how close we were, though. Like, really. If I'd just been a little bit north. Harsh. To be fair, it told us on that sign behind. It gave us all the info we needed. Alright. That'll do us for another regular stream. Patreon supporters, you can get your questions in at the start of the next month. When I do the update post on Patreon, there'll be a little link to a form to fill in at the end of that post. And yeah, everyone else, regulars, thank you for being regulars. Thanks for being Patreon supporters or YouTube members or Twitch subscribers or just getting the regular role from watching so much. I appreciate it. And thank you all for being here. And yeah, we'll be back next month for another one. In this room again, because we're not changing. All mods, true. But yeah, mods, you're all regulars anyway, so I don't think we'd ever have a mod that didn't have enough watch time to be a regular. So all right, thank you guys. I'll see you all tomorrow as well for tomorrow's stream.